What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Trailer Park Podcast. Wow, it's been a long time. It's been over a year since we've sat here and done this. As you can see, we're in a little bit of a different location, kinda.
You can't even really tell the location.
No, you can't tell. So, today's Christmas. Merry Christmas! Yay! Today's Christmas. I asked for this setup. My mom bought me a house, guys. No, I'm just kidding. So this back here is a little, it's a photography setup. We've got how many lights? Four if you include the one that's on top of the camera. But yeah, we've got 4 lights, new setup. I'm trying to get a little bit more into it. You're actually on a new camera this time. If you watch my videos, or I guess our videos, Rocky Mountain Vloggers, you've been on this camera multiple times, but this is my Canon EOS R. Last time you saw the podcast, you were on my little M50, but yeah, that camera's gone and done with, so. What the hell's been going on?
A lot.
A lot has been going on.
A lot. He's old enough to drink now.
I am 21 years old. I'm old enough to drink. I'm old enough to buy cigarettes, which, as you guys know, I'm a big advocate. Marlboro Blacks, come on.
I don't have any hair.
Let's shoot for a sponsorship.
No hair.
Dylan doesn't have any hair.
Eyebrow slit.
I have hair, kinda.
Want to see my eyebrow? Look at my eyebrow.
He has an eyebrow slit. I did it. I cut his hair.
He did.
I'm pro level. I'm basically a barber at this point.
I don't know about that.
But no. So yeah, what's going on? What's on the agenda for this podcast?
Probably just catching up for the year.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long year. It's been a hard year. Shit, I don't even think. I think when we stopped this podcast, I don't even think I had a job. And I've had a job now for over a year.
Yeah.
I think I was on unemployment when this podcast hit.
I think so.
Last time. So I actually have had a job now, a stable job, for over a year, which I've always worked, don't get me wrong. But I don't think I had a job when we were doing the podcast, but now I've had a job for a year. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So that's a great thing.
I think we should start back when your birthday.
On my birthday.
My
birthday's October 2nd. And I've always been a big advocate of smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, getting laid. It's just what I do. But now I'm 21, so it's a little bit more respectable. On my 21st birthday, what did we do? We went up to
gambled.
the hill. Yeah, so on my 21st birthday, we went up to Central City. I went up there with Mom, my grandma, and my boy Damon. And Dylan and Stone came up later on their bikes.
Story. For later.
That's another story. Motorcycles. As you know, I've always ridden something, whether it be a moped or a motorcycle or your mom. I've always tried to stay on top of something. And old Dilly Boy here started to get into that. But anyways, 21st birthday was the first time we walked into a casino in the Isle Casino in Black Hawk, Colorado. And let me tell you what, son.
First time he gambled, second
crazy.
time I've gambled.
It was crazy. It was cool. I got $100 and I spent it. I was up, then I was down. I was up, and then I was down. I was up, and then I was down. They were handing me free beers. I was hitting blackjack, hitting slot machines.
I won $50 on blackjack.
I made a lot of money on blackjack too, but I lost it all.
I lost it too. Walked out of there with nothing.
I think I hit like a 20. We were playing the penny machines. I hit like a $25 jackpot off of like 5 cents.
I wasn't there for that yet.
Off of like 5 cents, yeah, it was pretty cool. But that money's well gone now.
Not wrong.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was just good old wholesome gambling and drinking. I've never seen the inside of a casino like that.
We did a lot this summer.
We did a lot. There's a lot of stuff that went down. What do you want to talk about? My birthday, it is what it is. That's pretty much what it was.
Start, before summer even started, I bought a scooter.
Yeah, that was fun.
A moped. It was a big one. It was 300cc, so it was a small motorcycle, basically.
So you don't know, a lot of mopeds that you see like cruising around, or you're like on the road, and you're like, oh my gosh, this dude on this scooter is going so slow. That's a 50cc moped. Dylan got a 300cc moped. How fast did you get it up to at one point?
97 was the fastest I'd gotten on the highway.
That's quick. It was a big scooter, though. It wasn't small.
No, it was quite a large scooter. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, though. And
it was fun.
Cop was blown away when he seen me get on the highway.
Yeah, that's a funny story. It was me and Stone, right?
Yeah, Stone was on his Beamer.
Yeah, Stone had bought a BMW 300cc.
The same size motor as my scooter.
300cc. Dylan had a 300cc moped. Kimco, shout out Kimco, sponsorship. And then I had, of course, my Honda. I have a 1300cc Honda VTX. And a cop pulled up next to us, and what did he say? Wasn't he like, you want to race?
He was like, he's like, you want to race? I'll lose the 2 bikes I can't catch up, but that scooter, though.
He's got a picture
Yeah,
up on his phone.
here's the scooter.
Just send it to me and I'll import it.
Oh, okay, I'll
put
send it to you.
I'll put it in right here.
Right here. Here's the scooter that I bought.
Yeah, so really nice scooter. That picture is courtesy of me. What did the cop say?
He's like, I can't keep up with the 2 motorcycles. You guys would be gone. But that moped, though. Like,
yeah,
fuck
and then
you,
as this
dude.
happened, of course, Dylan didn't have a motorcycle endorsement, which you're supposed to have. And then as we proceed, this cop thinks he's on a moped. Then Dylan's flying up.
I just fly past on the highway.
Flying.
Stone and Josh got up speed, and I'm just... Wee, and I'm just mobbing down on that thing. I love that.
That had no problem on the highway.
No, it was a phenomenal scooter. I miss it. I'll probably eventually buy a scooter eventually. But the big exciting news, I owned it for 1 month. I had it for 1 month exactly. I kind of got used to.
We got a good deal on that fucking scooter.
We got a good deal. These scooters usually go for about but usually they sell for like $3,000.
Oh yeah, all day.
They're expensive, but he wanted 18. I seen it. I was like, I want that. Party. It was a 2013. It was a 2013 Kimco GT 300i. Mouthful, but he wanted 1,800, and we went there with my stimmy money that we had gotten from the stimmy, and we were like, 1,200. We'll buy it and walk. And he did it.
Yeah,
And we drove like 45 minutes there, and Josh rode the thing because I wouldn't. I've had 2 scooters before that scooter, but big scooter, and I wasn't comfortable on the highways again, and I just didn't want to do all that.
I mean, that guy was pretty adamant about 1,800, but I was straight up. And then I test rode it because Dylan wasn't comfortable yet, so I went out and test rode it. And it had a couple issues, but nothing to the point where I was like, well, yeah, I probably shouldn't buy it. That's why I told that dude, I was like, dude, $1,200, we'll walk away, cash
Fuel injected, started every time. Tires were good tread. It did leak a little bit of oil, but that was
yeah, it's a scoot, man. It's a Kimco. Kimco, for people who don't know, you got like Vespa. That's an Italian brand. Kimco is, what is Kimco like?
It's a Taiwanese brand.
Yeah, but I mean,
Kimco
are like one of the best scooters.
They have the biggest wheels for scooters.
Yeah, and
it's Kimco's.
People, if you ride scooters, you know Kimco's hit. I mean, they're up there with like Buddies and all that good stuff. But anyways,
he had a Kimco.
I did. Mine was a 150cc Kimco.
And that thing
mobbed. It was a Kimco People.
Both of us motherfuckers.
It was a Kimco People, dude. I get that thing up to... I'm
mobbing, dude.
I'd be going 70.
I don't know if we've ever told the story to the podcast, but he put a whole ass subwoofer, a box amp, 12-inch subwoofer on the back of a scooter.
Me and Tim.
He fucking straight piped. He would have his friend Tim hug him like a motherfucking baby while he's bumping fucking Easy-E with the sub just like out in the open.
So what me and Tim did was we had, of course, so it's still a 12-volt battery, but it's a really small. It's a really small 12-volt battery, and we had like multiple of them because Tim's into electronics and he's really good at that. So Tim was like, dude, why don't we just strap a 12? Because we can run the amp off of the battery, and we can just hook it all up through that. And I was like, all right. So Tim did some kind of MacGyvering. He figured out a way where he made it work. He made an aux cord. He literally made an aux cord and plugged it into, I think it was the amp, and I plugged it straight into my phone, and we took a monster cable speaker wire, like thick-ass speaker wire, and tied this 12-inch sub on the back of my scooter. And we'd drive around town until the battery died. And we had no tweeters. It was all lows, but it was
the only thing the cops ever said was like, put on glasses.
Yeah, one time I was riding, and I was like, at this point, I think I was like 14, because Dylan had bought a scooter for $200. It was some VIP cheap Chinese scooter.
BMX girlfriend.
But Dylan didn't want to ride it because he thought you'd need.
I didn't do the research.
He didn't do the research, and I did. I was like, dude, give me the fuck. So Dylan and Lex, or his ex-girlfriend, ended up giving it to me for what?
Yeah.
Giving it to me for my birthday, and then. I rode the fuck out. I rode that thing I rode it in the snow. If there was ice, fucking rain.
There's videos of that somewhere. There's videos on YouTube somewhere.
There is somewhere of me riding it. I didn't care. If it was snowing, I'd fucking drift the scooter.
Yeah, there's literally a video where the fucking road's complete ice and you're just
Me and Tim would jump on the back. We need to go somewhere. Take the scoot. But yeah, then I got into. Now I'm into motorcycles, and you'll never take me away.
Yeah,
from that.
and motorcycles. You may have seen it. I think it's maybe been on this channel once or twice. I don't know if it ever has. It's been on my channel a lot.
Well, it hasn't been on this channel.
I don't know. If you haven't seen it, I owned that scooter for 1 month, and I sold my car and that scooter to buy a sport bike.
Well, let me mention, we bought that scooter for $1,200. I flipped it a month later. After like 1 day of having it listed, I sold that scooter for $2,000 to some dude.
So good.
I was like, dude, I would have took $1,500. But you're sitting here telling me you'll do $2,000? bad. Oh, another thing that happened this year, I'm fucking blind.
Oh, glasses.
I'm blind.
How can we get glasses, dude?
Yeah, now... Oh my, look at that smudge. Can you see the smudge?
I guess.
I am blind as a bat. I don't know how I drove like this. I've been suffering from, like, vision issues for a while now. And I was like, oh, it's whatever, you know, I don't think I need glasses. Let me tell you what. God, it is so smudgy. I need glasses. Anyways, your motorcycle. Get back to it.
1000cc motorcycle. It's a 1998 Honda Superhawk or a Honda VTR 1000.
VTR.
Thing rips. It is fun. It's
rips.
A blast. I never said I would own a motorcycle, and here I am with a 1000cc big leader bike that I never thought I would own. It's a big bike.
It's a big bike.
Weighs like 550 pounds. It's a big bike, but it rips. I just rode it today. It was a beautiful day out. Josh's friends came up and they rode their Harleys, and I rode my bike today. I thought I was going to be done for the winter, but now we're in a cold front, unfortunately. But today it was like 60 degrees.
Christmas.
60 on Christmas.
In Colorado, it's Christmas, and it's 60 degrees outside. That is insane to think about.
It's
like California.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, I mean, California's a little warmer, but...
But yeah, I mean, that motorcycle is sick. Cherry red. Couldn't walk away from it. I mean, just couldn't walk away from it. It was so nice. It was expensive, but it was nice. It was pretty much expensive as expensive as my bike. And that bike had less miles.
Yep.
Like 20,000 less on it.
Yep.
What do you got next on the agenda here?
I mean, the race car. We went to the racetrack. It had been a while since we've been to the racetrack.
That was a fun day. I liked it. So, in Erie, what is it, Dacono?
Yep. It's way out there.
Dacono Speedway in Erie, it's like, it's on the NASCAR circuit, but like it's like AAA football, what is it called?
It's AA baseball.
AA baseball, whatever. I'm not, into that sports stuff. But, yeah, it's like AA football, or baseball, but for NASCAR. But it's sick. It's sick. I took a lot of cool pictures there. And that was a fun time.
Yeah.
Some
dude ended up getting crashed, and they beat the shit out of each other.
Yep,
he got out of his car mid-race. There's videos of that, too, somewhere. He got out of his car mid-race and he was beating on this dude. He went to his car and was like trying to rip this dude out, and it was happening literally
on the wall.
Yeah,
it happened literally right in front of us.
Literally where the camera's at, it was happening like right there. We were cheering. I mean, we probably shouldn't have been cheering because the dude could have like died in the crash, but it wasn't too bad of a crash.
He was pissed. It was, total as fuck car.
I mean, yeah, but and I guess those people, have to pay for that. I'm sure they have some sponsors, but not like their car is basically paid for. I mean, most of them guys do it
they're
for
sponsored,
passion.
but not like that.
No, most of them dudes do it for like passion. I would imagine.
I don't like to get into that. I'm a big. You're talking to a two-time NASCAR Heat 5
oh my god,
champion. So, watch your mouth when you talk to me. Thank you. What's next?
I don't know. What have you been into
Lately?
Yeah.
What have I been into?
Yeah.
Working on the Blazer. I've been doing that a lot.
True.
A lot of Blazer stuff, man. I've put a lot of time and money into that Blazer. If you watch the channel, we're on the channel right now. It's like we have a separate channel. If you're on the channel right now, go look back at the Blazer build episodes. If you look, I think is that the most recent one? I don't know.
I don't know what the most recent one is.
Dad had bought that truck. I think I was like 13, and you were like 15. Because Dad originally bought it for Dylan to be his first car. Yep. But Dylan didn't like it. What happened with that?
It was a POS when I got it. The thing wouldn't run, remember? Wouldn't run because I drove it for a while, and then we took it to Bailey to go shooting, and it died. Like in that parking lot, we were lucky we got it started again.
I fell in love with it. So,
I drove it all the way to Bailey, dude.
So then Dylan didn't want it, so I was like, let Big Daddy P get it. I was 13, so Dad was like, okay, whatever, whatever. So I drove it around a little bit and fixed on it, and Dad had fixed on it, and then when I was 16, it was technically my first car. So when I was 16, Dad pissed me. What had happened was, I couldn't afford to fix it, and Dad kept taking it away from me, when he'd get fucking mad at me, but I'd have to get to school the next morning, and I wouldn't have a fucking car. So I was like, fine, fuck you. I went and bought another car, and I sold that Blazer for like $2,000, mad cheap. Yeah, I sold it for $2,500, I think.
I don't remember.
I think it was like $2,500, and then whatever. I regretted it ever since. Then one day I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I fucking found it for sale. Dude was asking $3,000 for it. And I was texting him, telling him how much I missed it, and it was my truck, and sent him a bunch of pictures. And then he never texted me back, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then I noticed when I looked up, because I got all excited, I looked up and it says that the listing was taken down or that it was sold. And I was like, that's when I got on the horn. I started texting the dude. I was like, dude, tell me who the fuck you sold it to. I'll go buy it back from him right now. I don't give a fuck. I'll give him... I almost said I'm willing to pay any price for this fucking truck. Then he texted me back and he's like, it hasn't sold yet. I just got sick of people texting me to sell it. And I was like, dude, I'll come right fucking now and buy it. We went down there and looked at it, and what's crazy, they did not fucking touch that truck. It sat. They parked it, and it sat in this dude's driveway. For 4 fucking years it sat there. I mean, there was still all of me and Tim's trash in the back. All of our cigarette butts were still in the ashtrays. All of our wiring was still in there. Literally, it was not touched. So then we got it running, and it ran like absolute dog shit. I mean, it just did not want to fucking move, because the worst thing for a car is when you let them sit. It ran. He drove it away when he bought it. Well, it was his brother, but his brother went to prison, so he ended up getting it. Anyways, I bought it back for $2,000, and I've dumped about $10,000 into it since. I think one of the most recent videos is titled, I think it's called like Project to Classic Car in 1 year. I ended up spending like $10,000 on it, and I go over all the bills and the this and the that's and the who's or what's it's for it. But yeah, what's going on?
I sneezed so bad, but you distracted me, so I lost it.
I don't know. But yeah, what were we talking about?
The Blazer.
What were we?
Yeah.
Beautiful truck. That's what I've been doing lately is the Blazer. Yeah. I've been getting into that really heavy. Collecting Zippos. I've gotten into that the past year.
Zippos. Yeah, and that can lead into your antique physique or not physique. You
right
know
here.
What I'm saying?
This right here, Zippo. Zippo, if you want to sponsor me, I am a mad consumer. This is a, what year is it? This is a 20... January. This was made in March of 2020. This is the Chameleon Zippo with the Zippo logo in the corner. Man, I've gotten into Zippo collecting heavy, dude. Bad. And well, if you want to talk
on a collecting spree, because he literally bought out an antique store section.
Yeah, of Zippos. Literally, just bought it out. But I've sold a lot of Zippos too. I've owned a lot of fucking Zippos in the past year. Well, I got into this thing where I was like, I'm sick of fucking working for people. I'm getting sick of working for people, which I still work for people to this day. I kind of slowed down on that just because I had surgery and whatnot, and it was just a lot to handle with a job plus doing this. But
I don't think we talked about your surgery.
We'll get into that in a second. I want to talk about this whole antique thing. So, I was like, okay, I know a way to make fucking bank. Which technically, I mean, I made a lot of money within a few months. So what happened was me and Tim, old Tim boy, the subwoofer on the back of the truck guy, or back of the scooter guy.
Kimco. Well, the Chinese Tao Tao.
We started going to antique stores, and we started finding more and more shit, and we started to realize that, dude, we can buy a lot of shit like actual trash. And people fucking want it. And I started figuring out that Zippos, you need to stop leaning back because you're unfocused. Me and Tim realized people will buy trash, so we started hitting antique stores, and then I started realizing that Zippos are fucking going for insane amounts of money. So my whole plan was, I'll just open an antique spot, and I'll just fill it with Zippos. So we started doing that, and then I ended up my dad, he's a collector, consumer, hoarder, whatever you want to call it.
You should see what's behind the camera. Bunch of stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit back here behind the camera and behind this thing. Anyways, so I opened up this antique store, and I put a bunch of shit into it, and I mean, I was making bank. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And then, but the thing about it that sucked was they took 10% of all your sales, and they charged you $150 a month to keep the case open. So if I sold, something for $5, they'd take 10% plus charge me fucking rent. And when you're selling, a lot of small things, $5 here, $2 here, $3 here, like garage sale prices, at that, when you're having an antique booth, you don't make any money at it. I mean, you make a little bit, but it's just enough to cover the rent of the booth. So that's when I was like, fuck it, I don't need this shit in my life. I closed down the booth after like 2 months, and I decided this is what we're going to do. I'm going to open a fucking eBay store. And man, let me tell you, that was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. Yeah. I've probably made on eBay within 5 months. I'm telling you this straight up. Within 5 months, I've probably made close to $8,000 to $1,000 on eBay. Literally, during the summer, go hit garage sales. $1 here, $2 here, $4 here. And you can turn $4 into $50 because people want the shit. Like Zippos. I'll go to like another person's antique booth, and they'll have like their dad was a fucking collector, and they'll have 700 Zippos, and they've got a $50 Zippo priced at $6. Well, instead of buying ones or twosies, $6 here, $6 here, $7 here, I'd go in the fucking antique store and I'd buy them all. Every single last one of them. I would walk through the antique store, every Zippo I saw, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. Then I'd sell them on eBay for 20, 50, 100. I mean, I've sold Zippos that are really old, but for like $100, $80 for one fucking Zippo. And I made a lot of fucking money doing that. And then I started getting into selling other shit.
A lot of shit.
Now
Barbies.
Barbies? It didn't fucking matter. Yeah, I tell you fucking what, you people want to make some quick fucking cash? If you've got Barbies laying around, any Barbies. I mean, Kelly dolls. I didn't know what that was till I started doing this. You got fucking Kelly dolls, like the matte, I think that's what they're called, with the red.
I have no idea.
Mattel, maybe?
I have,
Mattel. Any
Mattel.
Barbie doll. Not like porcelain dolls, fucking Barbies. And if they're in the box and they're like a little bit old, you will get crazy money. Anytime I posted a Barbie, it was gone the next fucking day. $20, 30, 50, 100. It was insane. Sell Barbies.
You're not wrong, I guess.
Insane money. I
I
would go to the post office. I would go to the post office with fucking 25 orders of a lot of money, and I would set it on the counter, and the fucking people at the post office hated me. If we ever start selling merch, dude, I'm not gonna go to the post office and drop it off. If we're making like big sales, dude, that shit is fucking insane. The looks they give you when you go in there, they get pissed.
They gotta count all that shit and fucking...
And send it out. They do not like that shit. That's why the USPS is a dying service.
Yeah,
because they're clowns. I mean, I got Jeff Bezos fucking bringing me something from Amazon.
2 days, a day and a half.
The next day. And they're fucking doing it with a smile. But the USPS, a federally funded government organization that's been around since we were riding fucking donkeys in the fucking middle of the desert delivering mail thousands of miles each way. I don't know. It's bullshit. Clowns. Absolute clowns. Thank you, USPS, though.
That's why I don't go to the you know what I'm saying?
What?
The mail. I've never...
Mail?
I don't think I've ever shipped, sold anything. The only time I went to the post office was to drop... I didn't even drop off my voter ballot there. Well, I don't remember the last time I went to the post office, honestly. I don't remember what
and
I was
they're
there
fucking...
for.
People they're dying. They're not. They're busy as fuck all the time.
Well, it's all old people.
A lot of old people down there, yeah.
Old people love mail. Just get it on Amazon, Kathy.
And right now, I don't know if you're aware...
Buy your blender.
If you want to make a lot of money, Hot Wheels. Sell Hot Wheels. I am an avid collector of Hot Wheels. I've got thousands of them.
Walmart's been sold out of Hot Wheels for months.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, like this right here. This is fucking heavy.
Yeah, I told you it was heavy when I was moving it. Yeah, I don't know
The
what
Mistress of Fire by Boris. Hot cast
I think
bronze.
that's Doris, but...
It says Boris. That's a B, bro. Boris.
Oh, yeah, it does say Boris.
This right here. This poor... Damn, she got a thick old booty on that hoe.
That's fuck.
Good lord.
That's some booba shit right there.
This right here, $150. You take a toothbrush to...
God, that dust is going to cost me 150 years of my life.
150 years off your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm living until I'm 200 and a half.
eBay. I've got an eye for it. I could sell fucking anything.
I can't. I don't like to sell. I like to keep my stuff.
Oh, fuck. I can sell anything.
I'm not a hoarder, but like if I keep when I get something cool, I keep the boxes. iPhone box, I got my iPhone box. Oculus Quest,
you want quick money? Go somewhere. Get on Facebook Marketplace, because that's the thing about people. You've got a computer. You can make thousands of dollars right fucking here in your hand. People are when people are desperate for fucking money, they will let shit go at a severe loss. I've done it myself. I mean, everybody's done it. You let shit go at a severe loss. That loss, because they're impatient, will make you thousands of dollars. That's business with Josh.
Non-financial advice. You can't do that on YouTube.
You have to say
no. It's illegal. You have to say non-financial.
It's not financial advice. It's strictly an opinion.
It's literally it's illegal. You can't give financial advice on YouTube. It's illegal.
Why?
YouTube, I don't know. Every time I see financial advice, they always say, "We're not giving you financial advice." You have to put like a disclaimer. YouTube, He didn't give financial advice.
It's just a tip. It's a money-making tip.
It's a tip. It's not advice. It's not financial advice. I think it's a felony or it's illegal.
I don't know why.
Shit. I'm going to look it up at the break because we're almost to the break if you want to head us out to the break. You want to put us to the break?
Yeah, I'll put us to the break. We're going to go. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Dylan's going to go pee-pee. And we'll see you here back in a couple seconds. It'll be a minute for us.
Okay, bye.
Back from the break. I have a dog.
It's Reggie.
This is my dog that I rescued.
Missy.
I rescued him.
From a bad family.
Yeah, Reggie Rags, he was, I had just gotten this tattoo. And we were driving home, and I saw him running. Oh, that's a fucking dog. And I opened my door, and he hopped in like he fucking knew me. And I said, okay, well, I took him home. And then I noticed he had a collar on that had a number on it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, he's got an owner. But when I got him, he was covered in, like, engine oil.
It was transmission fluid.
He's a mini poodle. He was
covered in stickers, transmission fluid, oil. So he didn't look like this, basically.
No. I called his owner and talked to his owner, and he was like, oh, I love that dog. It's my baby. Like, you know, and then I was like, whatever, dude, I'll give you your fucking dog back. I don't know how it feels. I would love my dog, too, which I do now. So, and then I met his owner. And his owner was a fucking I mean, this fool's twisted.
Bad. Like, he was meth, heroin out the wazoo.
Tweaker. And I was like, man, I was telling him how much I liked the dog and bonding with him, and he was, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I told him, I was like, I'll give you every fucking cent in my wallet right now for this dog. And he said, yeah, okay.
I think it was like $300.
It was like $80, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I handed this fool $80, and I walked away with the dog.
With this little guy.
And now Reggie's a permanent part of the family.
Yep, we've been here for a while.
They called him Reggie Rags because of how dirty his hair was and just how he was nasty as fuck.
Look at him.
But now he's a mini poodle.
Yeah. Well, the vet said that he's not 100% sure. He's a mini poodle and like... actually, he's a dad.
Yeah,
now.
he's a dad.
He just had puppies.
Job, Rag. Good
and his
boy.
puppies don't really look like this motherfucker. One of them looks like a golden retriever.
They have the same hair as him, though. They have this poofy, curly hair.
Have they? Do they? Yeah, you should see him when he doesn't need a haircut. This is pretty fresh haircut.
He's our nasty white dog. You know,
yeah, Bella.
The Bella dog.
Yeah.
That's what look at his eye boogers.
The boogies.
He's a really good dog, though. I mean, he's just a sweetheart, and he's a part of the family now.
He was there when Josh. We didn't have to talk about it. He had surgery finally.
I did.
You remember him complaining maybe in a couple videos about his hernia, Sanders?
See my scar? There's one here. There's one here. And there's one here. I actually got my MRI results back today. Because I thought I had a hernia still. And I don't. It's just fluid.
Rags, it's just fluid.
I've had a hernia for like 5 years.
Fluid, baby.
And I just let it bother me. Then eventually
Oh, God, his... Oh!
Woo! He's got poop breath. He likes eating.
Them motherfucker need a breath milk.
Anyways.
Oh, my God. He ain't look at my face.
I went to the hospital one day because it was hurting so fucking bad, and they were like, yeah, you got a hernia. And I said, okay, thanks, bye. They told me to schedule surgery, which I didn't. And, well, I tried, but I didn't have insurance at the time, so they were like, yeah, it's going to cost like $5,000 for us to even look at you. So I said, okay. And then I didn't do it. Is that a pube? I hope not. That's long. And then eventually... I think in September, I was like, fuck it, I gotta get this thing fixed. Because it was getting so big. I couldn't ride my motorcycle anymore. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't pick anything up. That's why I'm so big now. Because I never used to be this big. Once that hernia started playing in my life, and it fucking slowed me down. So then finally, I made the appointment, and I had insurance. And my surgery was $29,000. I got the bill in the mail. It was, what are you doing?
Austin Powers.
Petting your white little dog. $29,000 surgery. Billions. It cost me $4. But it sucked. If you have a hernia and you need to get surgery, mine wasn't
medical bill. Our uncle's medical bill.
That is insane. My I don't have a hernia. Like men usually get hernias on their penises, on their winkies.
Well, they're nuts.
Area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in that area. Mine was in my abdominal wall. Pregnant women tend to get those hernias just because I got so big and then it stretched and then it broke and then it died and whatever. So, but it's fixed now and it sucked really bad. The recovery for hernia repair, it sucked. I thought I was gonna die.
Also, just a little off topic. Right off to the side of the camera, right over here. Our little brother also had surgery, or like days apart.
Yeah, it was
literally like days.
Was it 1 week apart?
It was literally not very.
Apart.
Yeah, it was. They were like Josh recovering, he was recovering, but they were two totally different. That we don't want to get into because YouTube will demonetize us.
Our surgeons are in the same practice. We went to the same place. I had my surgery at Lutheran Hospital, which that hospital is fucking scary, man. Stop Austin Power.
I always thought
I was serious.
I always got bad vibes with Swedish, man. I don't know. Swedish is kind of
man. Lutheran, fucking that was a scary.
And
hospital.
St. Anthony's over here.
St. Anthony's is the shit, man. That's a nice hospital, huh?
Where I went was sketchy.
You went, yeah. Johnny went to some hole in the wall.
It looked like a doctor's office.
Hole in the wall surgery center. I went to a hospital. It was done laparoscopically with a robot. They say it's minimally invasive, less painful. My ass, that shit put me out. That fucking sucked. But I'm okay now.
You almost died, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because I remember it all. They're like, you're not gonna remember anything from today. My ass. Okay, I spoke to the surgeon. Whatever. I was fucking so nervous. And then they're like, I told her right before they told Mom to leave, and I was sitting in the room by myself with the 3 nurses, and the anesthesiologist was in there with me. Then the anesthesiologist left, and I was just with these 3 nurses. And I told the one nurse, I was like, I am so fucking scared. I was like, I am so nervous. She's like, you're not gonna be here in a second. And she fucking unlocked this box and pulled out this vial of medicine.
That's you.
And she injected me with it, and all of a sudden my fear went gone. I went, whew. I was like, let's fucking do this shit. I was like, listen, let's go. Then they rolled me back to the OR, and it reminded me of a fucking parking garage, dude. It was weird. It was really cold and dark back there.
Operating rooms are cold.
Anyways, then they get me back there and they're fucking moving me around, and the anesthesiologist put the thing over my face, and he was like, okay, Josh, I need you to breathe for me, and I'm like, I think it's called pre-oxygenation is the term. They want to get your oxygen to 100%.
I don't fucking know.
I know you don't know, but I'm telling you what it is.
I'm a man.
And then, and then I was starting to. And he was like, okay, Josh, I'm inducing the medication. And I fucking was out. Next thing I woke up and and then they told me that I tried, after they were starting to wake me up from surgery and getting me out of the OR, I woke up on the operating table. They were done with everything. They were just getting ready to roll me into the recovery room. And I woke up and I tried to fucking get up and sit up. And they were like, no, Josh, lay down. Get down, no, it's okay. It's okay. Then I fell back asleep. And then the next thing you know, I'm in the recovery room, and they couldn't get my oxygen above 80.
Shit's scary.
Yeah, I was dying. But it sucked pretty bad.
Somebody could just put some shit in your airway, and you're knocked out, and you don't remember shit.
And then they put a fucking
all it takes is just a little...
Because the general anesthesia... Well, no, it's called milk and magnesia, is what the term for it is. But they inject you with it through an IV. The airway shit is just like a starting... The way you breathe is like the start to the end. The anesthesia.
Yeah, but now these got his hernia out, all 3 of us in this room, and all of us or whatever, hitting the gym
hard. I hit the gym hard
every day. You've seen if you've seen my moto vlogs. You were seeing when I switched from Planet Fitness to the gym that I go to now. It's been I've had this membership for 2 months now. Yeah, because this will be my second gym payment coming up the 26th. So we've been hitting the gym. He's been on that weight train trying.
I've lost weight. When I went into surgery, why do I say 100? When I went into surgery, I weighed 345 pounds. I just weighed myself the other day, and I weighed 327.
Yeah,
my goal weight is 230.
A diet is very, 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 very important.
And I've been dieting well.
He cheated a little bit today, but today's Christmas.
I went hard as fuck.
Yeah, I went hard as fuck.
I went so hard I was
sick.
Yeah,
I'm still full.
But yeah, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, surgery sucked, but I'm better now, and I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to get my health together, really. I want to quit smoking. That's going to be the hardest part, I think, for me. Got the surgery done. I got my fucking eyes checked out like I wanted to. I've been to the dentist now. I got a fake tooth right here, which they made absolutely god-awful yellow to match the rest of my mouth, which pisses me off. I got a fake fucking tooth. That shit sucked. Fuck you, fucking Dr. Long.
Yeah, I've been to the dentist once.
You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, but you fucked my shit up, dude. Gave me a fucking root canal. That shit fucking sucks. That fool, they're in your mouth drilling, and then
is it like them high pitched drills?
And it was infected, so the fucking numbing shit didn't work. And then I'm like, dude, he's telling me, can you fucking feel that as I'm wincing in pain as he grinds my tooth away and is sticking needles in my gum, like literal needles in where your nerve is in your tooth, shoving them in there, and I'm like, dude, this fucking is killing me. So finally, he gets all pissed off and fucking grabs more of the the fucking general anesthetic and injects it into the roof of my fucking mouth, dude. Into the bone. And in under my tongue. Dude, my whole face was fucking numb.
Yeah, last time I went to the dentist,
back.
I cried. Because I heard we were doing it separately. We were there for something, and they gagged him. They stuck something in his mouth and gagged him. And for some reason, gagging just triggered something inside of me, and I fucking cried. I was like, please, God, lady. She was a beautiful Latina woman. She's probably in her 60s now. Shit, I'm 20 years, I'm old as fuck now. I was like, do not, whatever you stuck in that dude's mouth, don't stick that shit in my mouth. And they didn't stick it in my mouth. Fun fact, they didn't stick it in my mouth. Did you know that?
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, now you know, because you gagged like nobody's business. Okay, another story. This has been a lot of Josh podcasts, but a lot of shit happens to Josh.
Josh lives a boring life. I don't.
Yeah, basically. I went to a Bronco game, but I can talk about that in a minute. Josh almost died on a motorcycle.
I got hit by a car.
He got hit by a car. A truck.
I got hit by a black F-150.
Ooh, and it was expensive as shit, boy. Shit about that side about it.
On a motorcycle, but I kept that bitch up. And, like, it was weird, because I could have avoided the whole crash, really.
Yeah, he could
have. But, like,
he could have.
So what happened was this Ford F-150 is pulling out of the gas station, and it's like this. And here's...
Go peep it on Dylan 6563. It's on my video. I recorded the whole thing.
Yeah, so we're trying to get on C470 off of Bulls, which goes this way. Then there's a out of the gas station, there's a where you can exit so you can get onto Bulls and also get onto C470 or go wherever the fuck you gotta go. So I'm in the far right lane where this dude is trying to pull out on his F-150. I'm going like 30, 45. And I don't know what happened, dude, because I was trying to set up my line to where I was better portioned for the turn, I guess, and I can lean into the turn and go. Well, when I fucking went to go into the lane, I thought the truck had fucking stopped. It was stopped when I saw it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he obviously sees me, which is just a bad mistake for a motorcycle rider to make. Just assume that somebody sees you. And he didn't. So I basically turned into his truck as he's pulling out in front of me, and I fucking sideswiped it. And I just bought saddlebags. They're $500 peanut butter leather saddlebags. Oh, God, those are so nice. Brand new. $500. And I also bent the fuck out of my rear brake lever.
He had to drive it all the way home backwards and twisted.
Fucking leg. So whatever, the dude hits me. I didn't have my endorsement, so I was scared to report it to the insurance. So I was like, whatever, dude, we're good. Just fucking go. And then we get off it, wherever, and I noticed my saddlebag was fucked. And then we took it to the...
repair shop.
Yeah.
Over here. Nice guy.
T-Fog.
Actually, yeah, there's actually a vlog on this channel of us leaving when he got his white walls.
My tires, yeah.
That place in the vlog, if you watch the vlog, that place where we left the white walls, he called and took it, and the dude just took a pipe wrench.
I was expecting him to fix it, and he just took a... No, it was the end of a jack.
Oh, yeah, it was like he cheater barred it.
And he fucking just straightened it back out, and it's better than it was. So thank you, T-Fog Motorsports. You have a long-term customer here.
T-Fog Motorsports, that's where I'm going to go next year because my front tire on my
motorcycle
motorcycle
really bad. He doesn't want to get a front tire, but they're really expensive.
I really want to get a front tire, I need to get a dangerous. I did really... Well, it's not too dangerous, and I just wrote it today, but I guess...
It's really fucking dangerous because Dylan's going to end up crashing one in the rain because he likes to ride in the rain in all weather situations.
Yeah, I like the yeah.
Okay, next!
I don't really like the rain. I went to my first Bronco game. R.I.P. Demarius Thomas. It was Demarius Thomas's memorial game. R.I.P. number 88.
Rip 88.
Love you, miss you. It was very sad. It was very tragic. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. We went. It was a beautiful day.
This
it was
one's for
no,
DC.
do not do that, Joshua Ryan. Oh my God, why did you do that? It was very sad. Really cool. We won. We beat the Detroit Lions, but it doesn't really count because the Lions were 1-10 when we played them, and we beat them, and it was 1-11. I know, Body Armor is my favorite drink by far, phenomenally. Great time. If you're going to go to a football game, highly recommend it. It was awesome.
Wait for a Bronco to die and go to that one.
Yeah, it was special. It was really special. That's the only reason it was like really special because the Detroit Lions aren't very special. Sorry, Jared Goff, but you're not that special.
Fuck you, Jared.
Sorry, Jared. Overrated. You know what I'm saying? But it was great. I got to see Demarius Thomas. We did a moment of silence when they scored touchdowns and got interceptions. They went and put the ball on his number. It was a beautiful fucking thing. It was one of the prettiest things that I've ever seen in my entire life. What'd you get for Christmas?
What'd I get for Christmas?
Yep.
We're using it.
Oh, you're right. How about because we're getting ready to end here, what about we end on a question here?
What's that?
Orange juice. Pulp or no pulp?
Dog, no pulp.
I'm a no pulp kind of guy.
Pulp,
I don't want that.
I don't want that cream.
Have you ever had... How do I explain the sensation for... I guess a lot of people watching this might not. When you play football and you have a mouthpiece in your mouth and you drop that motherfucker on the turf.
Oh, on the grass.
And you stick it back in your mouth and you're like...
Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it's like drinking pulp. But see, now, I'm a crunchy over smooth peanut butter kind of guy.
Oh, crunchy all day, bro.
I'm
that
a
smooth
crunchy
hits.
John. Smooth is nice on
hits.
crackers.
But yeah, that crunchy John, bro, those are good. I hate when those little peanut chunks get stuck in my teeth, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't like.
I mean, I kind of like it because it hurts me.
Give me a toothache.
No, I might give me a toothache. Another thing I have on my list here, I have a little list. That's what I'm looking at here. How much do you remember of Fantastic Fun?
I remember Fantastic Fun. I remember that big ass bear.
The big ass teddy
And the
bear,
fucking,
bridge,
like, the...
that big ass bridge, that
That
big
went
old
over
bridge.
everywhere, and the
yeah.
teacups, the spinny boys.
It was basically an
And the
indoor...
duck
Yeah,
candy.
it was basically an indoor amusement park is what it was. They had a ball pit, bouncy house, these little Johnny go-karts where you like...
What's Fun City?
Fat City, and it's basically that, but
Fat
like on
City.
crack. You'd go like this, and it would... You know, oh, it was that was so much fun. Some of the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, and the dude, now in COVID, you know how fucking, like, how gone that would be? Oh, remember the shadow walls?
Yeah.
The shadow walls hit, too. Johnny,
You would
probably
like
never
stand
experienced
against
that.
this wall, and these lights would turn on like this, and then you'd wait like 10 seconds. It was basically just a glow-in-the-dark wall, but they were like, oh, it's a cool, it remembers your shadow. They just put glow-in-the-dark shit behind you, and you'd stand in front of this wall like this while these bright lights shine on you, and then they would shut the lights off, and you would look behind you, and your shadow was like stuck on these walls.
I spent a lot of time in the shadow room.
Yeah.
I spent a lot
I
of
liked
time
the
in the
bridge a lot.
The bridge and that big bear.
Mhm.
Oh, and the fucking wooden rolly boy. Where you run.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
it's like a hamster wheel.
Dude, I spent a lot of time on that bitch, too.
That was fucking sick, man.
Dude, I wish I was still young. Now it's a Chick-fil-A. They fucking leveled that bitch.
Well, they moved it to like downtown Denver, and it's called like Lollipop Land or something, but I've never like
Let's
looked
go
that up.
tomorrow.
I've been there.
Is it ass?
It's pretty much just for kids, little kids ride.
Well, that's what Fantastic Fun was.
Fantastic Fun
but,
hit
like, this is for like babies, and there's a hockey rink inside of it now.
for babies.
Well, there was a hockey rink inside of it, but you could have these little courts. Anyway, it is 12:30 at night, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up.
There's nothing else? Another short one?
No, that's pretty much all the short ones I've got.
Well, I promised you a fucking podcast.
And we did it.
Here we are.
It took us literally 45 minutes to set this whole thing up. We've got a wall, and it's going to take us forever to get that. We ain't going to get out of here till like 1 o'clock.
No doubt about it.
That's why we're ending.
But, no, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for bothering us to get a fucking
Sticking with us and
podcast
doing
out.
it. We did it, boys.
Been trying. I told you I've been trying.
All hail Rags.
Oh, hail Reggie boy. Good dog. Yeah, so just stay tuned.
We're going to try and find a permanent setup.
Yeah, because
hopefully.
it's so hard because of how big this
You
shit
have
is.
you have no idea like how
Because
much
I could
stuff is
film a
behind us.
podcast, but the shitty lighting, man, it bothers the fuck out of me. I know this is going to be a decent quality podcast.
Yeah.
I wish we had like
We have
a
to have,
table.
we have
I
to
wish
have
I had
outlets around us.
I wish I had a table here with this trophy, with Babe sitting in the middle, and then with like actual like gaming chairs and actual. Dude, I want to get this podcast thing huge, so please share it, like it, send it wherever the fuck it needs to go, make it
Love
huge, so I can start getting like Shure mics for me and Dylan.
Share it for Rags. Do it for Rags.
Do it for the dog. He needs dog food that I'm not gonna pay for.
Share it on TikTok.
Just kidding.
Come here, Reggie. I wouldn't do that.
I love
That
you.
breath is Nars town.
That's my baby.
I know.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in for another Rocky Mountain Vlogger cast. What is it? Trailer Park Podcast.
Trailer Park
I forgot the
Podcast.
name of it. It's been so long. Later, guys. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Please share this and fucking subscribe, or I'll punch your mom in the cooter.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.